Hey and welcome back everybody to this HeflaTV presentation of the Join Dota League Season number 3, No Fear Dota versus Maruchan in game number 2 of this 2-game series. And once again somebody pulled off the shenanigans of pausing before players loaded in. That is probably something that Valve has to look into, but whatever the case may be, I am Coucher and I am joined by Whiplash.
Hello everybody, once again, moving into game number 2, Maruchan. They ended up, doing pretty good last game. It was a long one, man. But in the end, they pulled it through. No Fear Dota. We'll see how they can do this time around. I believe that the stand-in Ass Clown, was that his name? Was it Ass Clown, Couchshore?
Yes, it was Ass Clown.
Ass Clown's out. They got their other guy back in. I don't know who replaced him, but I'm sure we'll figure that out. I think it's Ketchup or something.
No, Ketchup was definitely there before as well. And Ass Clown was actually on No Fear Dotas. I think OP replaced him now.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, unfortunately Ass Clown's out. That's right, he was the guy that was the poor Shadow Shaman that just the Brewmaster kept finding him and it never ended that well for the Shadow Shaman. So no fear. They certainly feared the Brewmaster last game, and they banned it out this time as a first ban along with the Doom. So from the other end, we'll see Lycan as well as the Razor removed from the pool. Maruchan, this time around, they want to go ahead and grab that Shadow Shaman for themselves. No fear, they can go for the 1-2 hit combo, the Void, as well as the Skywrath if they want that. But still, a lot of other heroes in the pool if they want to grab someone.
Yeah, there definitely is a Maruchan. Do you think it's like, yeah, we're going to pick a Shadow Shaman and we're going to show No Fear Dota how it's done? Or, well, of course, it's still a really solid pick overall, but it is kind of funny to see, like, when one team kind of fails with the hero and another team picks it up in the secondary game, it's kind of like a rivalry of sorts.
Yeah, I would say so. I do like the Tidehunter pickup, though, as the number 1 for No Fear was banned out in game number 1, so getting an early pickup on him. Yeah, I kind of agree with what you're saying, Coach. I think it's just a little bit of like, yeah, I'll show you who's the better Shadow Shaman player, what team can do it better. Or, yeah, the tiers you fail with will succeed with them, just to prove that we are all around the better team.
Yeah, and actually No Fear, well, they grabbed the Faceless Void as the secondary one, so they have 2 huge teamfight ultimates, and actually having a Tidehunter already. I guess that means we will actually see a safe lane farming Void here, maybe just rushing that Hand of Midas and going crazy. But Maruchan, they have the option to just go for all push, and yeah, Death Prophet it is. And actually I think it's important to note out as well that the first game was played on US East, where No Fear Dota had the ping advantage, but now we're in the Brazilian servers, so Maruchan, they're the ones with the ping advantage coming into game 2.
Oh man. So going to that other server could change things up a little bit. I'm actually used to playing on 200 ping, so it's not the end of the world, but it does make a lot of things a lot more annoying. You have to adjust all of your last hittings slightly to, when you account for the server latency when it's up to like 200 or so. So as long as the players are kind of used to that kind of thing, then it won't be the biggest deal in the world, but it'll just be kind of annoying to deal with. And yeah, Maruchan, you said they're going with the Death Prophet. They're going to force more of a push-oriented lineup. Who else do you think they could add into their lineup? They did remove, or I guess No Fear banned out the Nature's Prophet because they do not want to be playing against that hero, and I suppose the Tinker, a smart plan from Maru considering that it can do a lot of counter push. So liking that hero getting stricken from the potential heroes that could be played.
Yeah, and not only would it be just a lot of counter push, also just a lot of damage into the Chronosphere. Tidehunter holding everybody in place with the Ravage, just March the Machines coming through. But No Fear Dota, Witch Doctor to the Chronosphere ultimate with the Death Ward, of course. So No Fear Dota, they're definitely going for the Wombo combo, whereas Maruchan, at least so far, has just gone for the push kind of style. But 2 pushers did get banned out, Nature Prophet and Ipagna, so Maruchan, if they want to go for some extra, there's also the possibility of Jakiro, I guess. Maybe Leshrac if they want the Dark Edict, not the most popular of choices. Venomancer is one, and yeah.
Well, there you go, man. I am actually a huge fan of the Jakiro when it comes to push strategies. Liquid Fire is not to be underestimated. If the Venomancer's running like a core role, like a position 1 or even like an offlaner, maybe we can see him, but boy, that's all on if it's coming down to the push strategies. No Fear, like you said, probably going for, well, I guess they are going for that wombo combo, death ball kind of hero composition, and the Faceless Void can work really well with that Witch Doctor. You get basically a guaranteed maledict. If there's someone caught inside the Chronosphere, you put down that Death Ward, it's going to do a guaranteed buttload of damage. We still need another support as well as a mid laner, most likely, from No Fear Dota. With the Tidehunter pickup, it's pretty evident that Faceless Void will be played in the position 1, so at least there's not really going to be too many surprises from Maruchan, or for them.
Yeah, probably not. And actually, No Fear Dota, the Jakiro wouldn't be too bad for themselves either, just getting some push. And of course, macro players into the Chronosphere can be huge as well. Just long range, Ice Path disable. So, Jakiro is a hero that would fit both sides, I guess, if they wanted to go for it. I mean, what I would love to see, which is probably never going to happen, at least not in the next coming month or so, just go for Keeper of Light for No Fear. Get some counter push. Of course, Maruchan's 3 heroes, they can still do damage to the tower without actually being that close to it. Mass Serpent Wards don't care about Illuminate, neither do the Plague Wards, and Death Prophet Exorcism just has a huge range. But Chronosphere into Illuminate, as well as just clearing the creep waves, might be something that might be worth considering.
I mean, maybe if they only had 1 ward hero, I'd be a bigger fan of that idea, but it sucks that wards are basically only destroyed by right-clicking them. That's kind of the only way you can get rid of them. So that does make them pretty darn, important and valuable. But, woo, No Fear. They grab the Invoker. I don't think this is a hero that Maruchan would have picked up, but it does provide a little bit of push potential for No Fear, and still, you get those Sunstrikes inside of the Chronosphere, you get the Meteors, Deafening Blast. You can basically land anything you need to with the help of the Faceless Void, Tidehunter, and Witch Doctor, and it also provides them with a mini stun, that Cold Snap. Lots of synergy continuing on No Fear Dota's side.
Yeah, if ever Maruchan gets caught by that combo, they are so done for, like 100%, nowhere to go anymore. And actually Invoker's Force Spirits help out in clearing off the wards pretty nicely as well. The Force Spirits deal super fast with the Mass Serpent Wards, to be honest. So, a pretty good pick in that regard as well. And Maruchan, with the 3 heroes that they've gone for so far, I guess they can switch it up a little bit and take another direction with the draft now. But it just feels to me that they have to end this game extremely early, or they're gonna get wrecked.
Yeah, that's what it's starting to look like here. If they pick 2 good late game heroes to kind of add to their composition, I think they'll be okay, but you are still fighting against yeah, they picked up the Enchantress. They're going all in, man. They want to get those early towers, they want to do the early pushing. They're adding a little bit of extra heal to their lineup as well. So Maruchan, they're all in, man. They've put the cards on the table. They've got all their chips into the center of the pot. This is what they want to do. They want to push.
Yeah, well, they definitely have the heroes to do so. So No Fear Dota, if they can't react early enough, if the towers start falling, giving a lot of global gold to Maruchan, maybe even some kills just given away by No Fear Dota, giving that extra XP to Maruchan as well. Especially for the Death Prophet. If he gets that level 2 ultimate early enough, then the pushes, as well as the team fights, might easily go in Maruchan's favor. But No Fear Dota, then again, they don't even need too much more than just having those level 6s to be sick at all, man.
There it is! There it is! You got it, man.
It's a caster's curse, I was like, probably not gonna see it.
Well, you got it, man. There's your Keeper of the Light. I suppose No Fear have realized that there's just so much push power coming out of Maruchan, and Keeper of the Light, one of the best counter pushes in the game, still synergizes quite well with a lot of these heroes. Hey, man, I'm okay with the pickup. They have a lot of lockdown outside of him. It's not like they need another extra stun on one of their supports. And the Chakra Magic will actually be really nice for heroes like Faceless Void and Tidehunter, even Witch Doctor. It's just going to be so nice for them. They'll never really have to go home as long as they're keeping their health up.
Yeah, and actually, they are keeping their health up because they have the Voodoo Restoration of the Witch Doctor, so that's actually a pretty nifty combo there. Just Chakra Magic into the Witch Doctor and unlimited heals almost.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see Voodoo Restoration maxed out a lot quicker this game over the Maledict ability. It is something we will see from time to time on Witch Doctors. It's not always the most common way to kind of skill him up. But if we're doing a lot of early team fighting, then that may be the best option for No Fear Dota. And as long as they get their ultimates up, I think they'll be okay when it comes to the team fighting. They'll be great, of course, later on, but they will be forced to fight early on. They'll have to deal with a lot of wards. They have the exorcism coming in at them, the extra annoying creeps from the Enchantress. So it's going to come down to this last pick from Maruchan. How are they going to, kind of follow this up? Adding in a little bit more push, just kind of a nail in the coffin kind of thing. Maybe like, I don't know, like safe lane. Oh, whoa, okay. They go with the Luna. That's a hero I have not seen in a while.
Yeah, I actually just today, before the games started, I thought about the Luna and just the Deathball push strat overall, because at TI4, VG, they just throughout the entire tournament, they used this kind of style. Of course, they didn't play that much Luna, whereas Newbie did in those pushing lineups. And I was like, why isn't anybody going for the similar style anymore? Or just after TI4? Usually, just everybody copies the winning strategies. But now, we do see it. Luna, is it gonna be enough? Especially since the Venomancer most likely will be off lane. So a lot will be decided by just how well the Venomancer gets the levels there.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see exactly how No Fear plan on doing their actual laning. They are setting up with an early smoke. And everyone's heading towards the bottom lane except for this Invoker, who's just going to chill up in mid lane. He's also picked up a Null Talisman. So maybe doing a little bit of warding. They don't want Enchantress to have an easy time in the jungle. She does have 2 Sentry wards on her, though, to help kind of, deal with any type of wards that come into the jungle. Question is, will they find some of the smoke is going to break in Shadow Shaman? He'll be the first one spotted. There is a bounce and a slow as well. Onto the Shaman. Oh, he's getting hit as well by the Illuminate. Is it enough? He'll get healed up with the Salve. And there's no boots. No one's fast enough. So, also Tidehunter, he put a point into Anchor Smash instead of Gush early on. I'm not sure if that would have made the difference, but it is possible that could have led them to a first blood.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing, that the Tidehunter could have just killed Gush. I mean, I guess you're so used to being the offlane Tidehunter, just Anchor Smash or Kraken Shell, either of the two, depending on the player. So you just skill it up immediately, but might have been worth it to just hold the point, wait for the opportunity and just see what skill is necessary then. But I was so sure the Shadow Shaman is just gonna die straight out. But of course, really nice enchant from the Enchantress coming out, slowing down the Void as well there. So well done overall, and this Shadow Shaman at least won't start with a death.
Yep, it could have just ended up being a similar situation in the last game. But, well, I guess let's go ahead and introduce the players really quickly before we get things underway. Over on MC's side, we have the Shadow Shaman being played by M3. Moving over to that offlane Venomancer, it's going to be Lice. The Luna farming in the safe lane will be Stillo. And then in the jungle, doing a bit of supporting as well, it will be Kacharp on the Enchantress. And finally, it will be G, God, whatever you want to call him, on the Depth Prophet in the mid lane.
Yes, and for NFT, for No Fear Dota, mid lane will be taken up by Invoker. Maple is playing that. Offlane Arf on the Tidehunter, leaving OP to support on the Keeper Flight and a dual line. But the Shackles onto the Tidehunter can't actually get the kill. No Lucent Beam, the right clicks, they will have to do the job. But the Illuminate also fell through, and well, Luna, if only had the Lucent Beam. But the top lane is 90-06 on the Witch Doctor and Miago playing the Faceless Void. Oh, but the Enchantress smoked up, coming in from behind possibly.
They did salve up the Tidehunter. I just feel like all of these lanes, there's a lot of kill potential everywhere. In the early stages, even Invoker was extremely low on health points, but okay, we'll go ahead and see the Shadow Shaman. He's the one who's actually in a little bit of trouble, but out comes the Enchantress. There's the first blood, ends up going onto the Keeper of the Light. They were able to buy enough time thanks to the Hellbear Smasher, some of the other minions, and can they actually get the Tidehunter? Yes, they do. Still with a double kill using the level 1 Lucent Beam. What an amazing start for MC.
Yes, indeed. Especially since they are the pushing strategy, they need those early levels and just get the death ball rolling for themselves, and this just gives them an excellent start. And of course, if it had gone the other way around, Keeper Flight getting extra levels could have been equally devastating for the side of Maruchan instead. But off to a good start. Death Prophet mid lane is dominating the matchup so far as well. 13-4 compared to 6-0 on the Invoker. the crypt farm spam just so nice in both harass as well as just farming up the creeps at the same time.
Yeah, and even the Venomancer is finding a lot of levels in this off lane. He's getting a little bit of blast hits. He's up to 7 compared to the 11 of the Faceless Void. So in this situation, like, Venomancer is completely safe. He is going to be very hard to take down, if not basically impossible to kill without some extra help. So all the lanes are already looking extremely well for Maruchan. They're looking in good shape for what they want to accomplish this game.
Indeed they are, and well, at least Arf together with OP, they were able to soak up some XP from the pool happening. Of course they didn't get any last hits themselves there, I think. So not too bad. Arf sitting on 4 last hits, something nice. Nope. Luna just goes for the harass, wants to soften up the Tidehunter for another rotation this time around though. He gets spotted by this Observer Ward, so Enchantress can't really catch them off guard anymore. But top lane lies. Actually Malediction comes out as well. Mago, can he get the lucky time lock? He time walks in as well, come on. Get the bash, get the kill, and actually this the bash might be enough for the Malediction to actually wear him down.
Ooh. It's close, but he will survive. Yeah. Venomancer's okay. It's just I feel like it's going to be really hard to kill off that Venomancer without like a level 6 Chrono or like Death Ward or something, or just even like somebody rotating around.
Invoker just goes down. Death Prophet went in with 2 right clicks, Crypt Swarm through, and the 3rd right click and was enough. And this Invoker is just completely getting dominated, and actually this is an Invoker who went for a bottle as well.
What? How often do you see Invokers with bottles, man? That's quite odd.
Funny
I guess
enough,
he does have that.
One Invoker that goes for bottle quite often is actually the original, the Russian god, G. Of course, this is Maple playing it, but he's up against G, so. But man, this Death Prophet's already up to level 6, even bottled up a haste rune now as well, so Invoker, beware.
I wouldn't be surprised, and it looks like Witch Doctor ended up killing the Venomancer up in the top lane. There's just so much, deaths coming back, coming around left and right, all over the map. Hard to keep track of it. Witch Doctor escaped like 50 health as well, so it's really close.
Yeah, it's of course Venomancer just went for the risky plays there. If it would have worked out, would have been just great, but G is gonna go for Maple, chasing it down with the haste on a few more right clicks. Crypt Swarm actually waited for it a little
more.
bit.
He gets it. It's another kill for the Death Prophet, who's just absolutely destroying this lane. Meanwhile, at the same time, bottom lane, the Keeper of the Light gets taken down. Enchantress died as well, though, in this engagement. Jesus Christ. The kills, they're happening everywhere. Witch Doctor teleports down to bottom lane along with the Faceless Void. They're looking for somebody. They want to get this Luna. They can't let her keep farming up like this. She's already picked up Drums of Endurance early on with just some normal boots. Throws out a Lucent Beam. This Tidehunter very low on health. Faceless Void comes in, but he doesn't. Oh yes, he does. He has his level 6, but he doesn't have any mana. It's still he needs a little bit more. Sunstrike slightly off the mark on that Luna. Could have potentially killed him with the Malediction, but just did not connect.
Oh man, that was so damn close. Although actually the Exort is so low still. Invoker only level 5. So as 2 points into Exort. Actually went for 2 into Quast just to withstand the harass from the Death Prophet. So usually it's just 1 point into Quast and maxing out Exort all the way. The Sunstrike just for the win. But now M3 coming in from behind. Gets the Shackles onto OP. Will it be an easy kill? Mago tries to go for the counter. Maybe some lucky time. Not getting it yet.
There's your Chrono. And he'll just go ahead, right click down that Shadow Shaman. There is no surviving for him. And even the Keeper of the Light helping out with Illuminate. And Sunstrike, it's good. It connects onto the Luna. Down she goes. This game, it's going back into No Fear Dota's favor. They were looking kind of bad, now looking better. Mid lane, though, one more hit. They get it onto the Witch Doctor. They tried to do 2v1 versus this Death Prophet, but she says, you know what? It's not happening. Out comes Tidehunter with the Gush. Can they actually get a kill, though? Where's the Cold Snap? There it is. A little bit of an Anchor Smash as well, but Death Prophet, she's just a little bit too tanky. Has that bottle as well, so she'll be a-okay in the mid lane.
Man, this is a crazy game. Although I do believe that the Maruchan, they made a huge mistake just running into the Chronosphere like that. Just getting the Illuminate. They completely tunnel vision onto the Keeper of Light and didn't give any credit to the Faceless Void there. But at least top lane lies, just applying a lot of pressure on the tower, of course, using the Plague Wards to do most of it. And can you get the tower, or can Faceless Void get the deny, possibly?
Yeah, he gets it. Bad. I mean, he will go ahead and just time walk out of there. Venomancer, not enough mana for his Poison Nova, but he was pretty close. So, beyond that, looking at the last hits, Death Prophet is ahead by a huge margin. 53 last hits.
Oh, Tidehunter shackled up bottom lane. Shockwave from the center coming through. A few right clicks. Will it actually be enough? Yes, it will. Kite gets the kill, and now Illuminate doesn't do enough, so the tower actually might be in some trouble as well.
That certainly could be. There is the Enchantress nearby with the Sator creep. It's still at a half health, though. I think they need another creep wave before they can really do some damage to it, and this siege creep, will it survive? Nope, unfortunately it won't. Okay, there's going to be Enchant, and now Shackles onto the Keeper of the Light. In comes the Faceless Void, but oh no, there's the Luna ultimate, and there's 2 dead all of a sudden. Maybe they'll turn around on Tidehunter as well. He's back, he uses a little bit of Anchor Smash. He's a-okay, but still, the amount of pressure that Maruchan is putting on this bottom lane is extremely significant.
Fun fact. Do not activate Mask of Madness when you're getting eclipsed. That's exactly what the Faceless Void did. He came in,
oh god,
he was like, oh crap, I got to get away fast, activate the Mask of Madness for the extra movement speed, but suddenly Eclipse on his head, and oh wow. 9-4 in Maruchan's favor. Looking at the net worth, 3 of them are just number 1s, or sharing the top 3 I guess, but Death Prophet way beyond anybody else in this game.
I think she may actually have total about the same as everybody else on No Fear Dota as far as net worth is concerned. And another kill onto the Invoker mid lane. This Invoker is just getting absolutely demolished.
Bottom lane Chronosphere, Venomancer might fall down. They get the tower though, so Venomancer just goes for the ultimate for some harass, and I think it's a worth it trade. Just getting a tower, map control, extra gold, and losing your life not too bad.
Yeah, and that ultimate's really annoying. It's forcing almost everybody back home, I think. I need someone to heal them up. Yeah, well, this Death Prophet, man, what are they going to do to stop her? 4-0, this Invoker is basically useless. Level 11 to level 7 on this Invoker. That is not where you want to be.
Most certainly not. I mean, this Death Prophet, even gonna have the Yules now, soon enough. Of course, when you go for the mech first, you might struggle from mana issues to begin with, but since he's getting so much farm, the Yules definitely will help out just getting the percentage-based mana regeneration. M3 has his own arcane boost as well to help out, of course, on the Shadow Shaman. Venomancer, though, went for Power Threat instead. Actually wants to be able to survive a little bit, maybe against the Illuminates and what have you. But this Invoker just... I'm at a lack for words how bad this game has gone for him.
He's going to see this Death Prophet every time and just be afraid. There is another haste rune bottled up by the Death Prophet. A lot of people, though, from No Fear Dota kind of converging towards the middle lane. They don't want to lose this tier 2 towers so fast, but that's exactly what we'll probably see from Maruchan. They have the pushing lineup. That's what they want to do if they can. We'll see Cass come out, but just hits the Death Prophet, so. And nothing really able to go as far as like actually killing him off. But they may spot Enchantress. This could be bad for her, but using the Centaur Conqueror, buying a little bit of time, stunning them for the second. And here comes all of the ultimates from MC. They're able to get a lot of damage with the Exorcism. The Eclipse as well, helping out a little bit. Invoker sent into the air with the Cyclone, and he will eventually get finished off. So that's already 2 dead. Maybe we'll see this Death Prophet head towards the middle lane. No, it actually doesn't matter because the Sentry Wards have done the job that the Exorcism needed to do. They're saying, you know what, maybe we should just go straight for the tier 3 tower, and indeed they will. Oh no, this Tidehunter, he still dies despite getting off the Ravage. Now Death Prophet being healed up thanks to the Exorcism ending. This is a total disaster for No Fear Dota.
Wow, and they didn't even need to use a mech for it as well. Gee, he's had it the whole entire time. Now, soon enough, we'll get enough mana for it to actually pop it. Faceless Void comes into, has the Chrono, will get disabled. Yes, immediate circles up. Oh my god, they get the kill to Chrono as he just dies, but the Death Ward is still bouncing around. They get one counter kill, Illuminate to fly, and actually Luna has to escape from the Death Ward, as does G. If they get G, there's gonna be a lot of gold. Yes, the mana leak to stun him down. But can he still outrun them? Are you kidding me?
No, he's too fast. He's just too fast. Maybe Sunstrike, 10 seconds left on it, and I'm not sure if he'll be able to really land something. It's going to be quite hard, especially since the Death Prophet is healing up at 11 health per second. Unless he lands it pretty soon, I don't think there's a Sunstrike available. Nope, doesn't happen. So Death Prophet's a-okay. Meanwhile, Venomancers kind of came around and seeing where this Invoker is, scaring him away. There's only one Tier 2 tower left on No Fear Dota's end. Their mid-Tier 3 tower down to 440 health. All of the Tier 1 towers are nice and healthy on Maruchan's end. It looks like they'll get the final Tier 2 tower and then just start pushing into the Tier 3s. Barring a perfect Chronosphere, along with everything else, I don't really see No Fear actually defending on the high ground.
Yeah, if the exclusive him up, I also agree. Especially since the Tidehunter's Ravage is still on cooldown for another 53 seconds. He just used it completely in a panic mode, just trying to save himself. But I think it's better holding on to it because he was dead like 95% anyway. But Mass Serpent down, they get the tier 2. G even has himself a double damage, so this is gonna be the last tower. The gold craft, looking at it, it's almost 15,000 already in Maruchan's favor. XP around 7,000 or so. But it's definitely big enough for them to just go on out. Oh, Blink! They go use the Venom Scale, Poison Nova.
Gonna make something happen. Sheep onto this Invoker. Now he's shackled up as well. In comes the Luna as well, so Sunstrike will connect onto the Shadow Shaman, bringing him very low, but he's still A-okay. The Faceless Void is silenced, trying to escape. Chrono down. We're a few more seconds. 3. He time walks away, but he's still finished off from the Death Prophet. And with 2 dead, we will probably see MC head towards this tier 3 tower if they want. Maybe Roshan. Yeah, they're going straight for it, man. They don't want to give No Fear Dota a second to relax. The Illuminate will be useful, but I don't think it matters as much at this point as all of the damage this Exorcism is doing. They get the Keeper of the Light. The tier 3 tower in the mid lane is down. They're going to get the racks at 14 minutes in. This is a god-like Death Prophet. Sunstrike doesn't really do any damage when split. And I don't know, man. I feel like this is pretty much going to be it for No Fear Dota, but there's a really nice Chronosphere. Don't always see any follow-up, though. Nice ultimate as well, with the Death Ward doing a good amount of damage overall. They do kill off the Luna. There's the Ravage as well. But, I mean, Death Prophet's still at full health. Enchantress is still fine as well. It just doesn't matter. They get their combo off. Who cares?
Yeah, Mego, he time walked in aggressive but slowed down from the Plague Ward. Lice might still go down. Maple wants to go for it, but
uh-oh. Maple's going to get shackled, and the wards will finish him off along with the help from the Enchantress, the Impetus, and everybody is forced to go back and heal on the well from NFD's side. I guess they're just going to go collect Raxes at this point.
Yeah, and actually, funny enough, Defrost once again in that fight didn't use his mech. So, I mean, of course he was in the Chronosphere when the Luna died, so we really couldn't have saved him anyway. But thanks to him not popping in the mech, almost the Venomancer as well as the Enchantress might have fallen, but of course, as they didn't, in the end it doesn't really make a difference. And G, oh man, he almost already has the Blast on face, and yeah, GG is called 15 minutes in. Maruchan just death-balled it away.
Well, quite a change of pace from our first game, which lasted over 50 minutes. This one, it looks like Maruchan, they just wanted to get it done as soon as possible with the push lineup. Everything worked out amazingly for them from the early First Bloods. They won every single lane. It was a little bit back and forth in the earlier stages, but really when it came down to the nitty-gritty, it did feel like Maruchan just simply played more solid Dota over No Fear Dota.
Yeah, they certainly did, and wow, I'm just really surprised how well it went for them, and especially the Death Prophet setting up everything mid lane, and the dual lanes from NFD. I mean, Keeper of Light, he really doesn't provide any defensiveness to the lane. Yes, he can harass with the Illuminate, maybe push it, or counter push it out a little bit, but really couldn't do anything to help the Tidehunter when he just got caught.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I believe that's it for this best of 2. So, I don't really have much else to say on the map. Just, you know, match felt like MC were the better team in it in both games.
Yes, indeed they were. But guys, so like Whiplash just said, this is gonna be it for the day. Thank you so much for actually supporting us, watching us, as well as of course supporting Join.the League and the teams through that. Join.the League overall, if you can, please buy the ticket on Dota TV as well, just to support and increase the prize pool. Because this is such an awesome tournament for so many teams to just make a name for themselves, as well as the casters to actually, well, get some recognition as well, I guess. And of course, if you like the casters, you can follow me personally at Coucher on Twitter and my co-caster is at Whiplash. You can see it on the screen here as well. At Whiplash, hell yeah. And of course, Whiplash Esports on Facebook as well, if you like Facebook more than Twitter. But for us, for HeflaTV, you can also follow us because we're mostly casting from here, at least I am. So it's HeflaTV1 and HeflaTV2 on Twitch, the English channels for us, and HeflaMoke every now and then as well. And of course, Facebook, Twitter, both of them are HeflaTV, and HeflaMoke on YouTube. All the links are below the stream as well if you just want some shortcuts. But this is going to be it for us. Whiplash, any last words?
No, not really. I guess I have a few. It was good casting some NA Dota. I am North American, but I live in Korea, so as you can imagine, that does make it a little bit difficult time-wise to sometimes cast some North American Dota, but I'm glad I got to do it today. Always love supporting the scene over my true home motherland. And yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning in. Appreciated.
Yes, guys, so just a few songs to finish up the stream, and have a good night, evening, morning, wherever you may be. I know it's 8:30 a.m. for me now, so I guess it's sleep time again. But yeah, guys, see ya.